neighbors. Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
I'm calling the police.
Mrs. Mangle, will you try and calm down?
Calm down? You show me she's safe and I'll calm down. I blame you for this.
Me?
If Jane hadn't started seeing you in the first place, she would never have dreamed of doing something as stupid as this.
What's going on?
My granddaughter is missing.
Mrs. Mangle, will you please come inside? This place is crazy enough without people throwing hysterics on my front porch. Anyway, I can assure you, Jane isn't here.
That's not the problem, Des. She went off on Shane's motorbike. She should have been back hours ago.
I phoned every hospital in the area. What am I going to tell her parents?
I think you're jumping to conclusions, honestly. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation.
Yeah, well, Shane knows what he's doing on that bike. He rides very responsibly.
He wasn't so responsible with motor cars, was he? Jean Richards was his passenger and she's dead.
Oh, that's not fair.
Look, the bike could have broken down. It could be as simple as that.
She'd phone. I know that Ramsey boy wouldn't care, but Jane would phone.
Des, Jane's got an exam tomorrow afternoon. She'd be here studying if she could be.
I'll have that Shane Ramsey charged over this.
Oh, with what?
I'll think of something. Kidnapping.
Oh, hardly. And let's have no more of this ridiculous talk about charging people. We won't contact the police until we've tried everything else. Now, we'll start with the hospitals. Mike, get the phone book.
I told you I phoned the hospitals.
In this area. Mike, where were they going?
I don't know. It must have been a fair way if they weren't going to be back till 5.
I've already spoken to Nikki Dennison. She was with them before they both rode off, and she doesn't know where they were going. Neither does Mrs. Mitchell. Heaven only knows where he's taken her.
They didn't have time to get too far. Mike, get the street directory and mark a radius on the main map. We'll start with the hospitals in the outer suburbs and work our way in. Look, it's going to be all right.
I'll make you a cup of tea, Mrs. Mangle.
Better make it a strong one with plenty of sugar.
What do you think?
There's no denying one thing. Jane would have called if she could.
Oh, I can wring Shane's neck for this. It's all I need at the moment, that whining busybody giving me a bad time over the phone.
Mum,
Oh, thank you.
you are worried about them, aren't you?
Well, Jane's not the kind of girl to stay out like this, is she?
Well, you were just complaining about Mrs. Mangle. How would you like to live with her? Maybe studying HSC at the same time. Maybe she just wanted to get away for a few hours.
Well, Shane promised faithfully he'd meet me at the Building Society. I can't believe he'd let me down deliberately. Not that it really matters. I can't afford those repayments anyway.
Oh, you work something out, Mum.
Oh, we're running out of time. You better treasure this roof while you've still got it. I don't know, maybe you are right about Jane. I've given up trying to predict people's behaviour.
So have I.
Oh, I know that tone of voice. Scott Robinson. If it really is as serious as that, Charlie...
is.
Right, put that cup down.
What?
Well, when you're having problems with Scott, you tend to squeeze. I've already got 2 cups without handles. I don't want a third.
Very funny. I'm glad my feelings are so funny.
Not funny, predictable. What's he done this time?
He got checked out by Mr. White at the exams for cheating.
Cheating?
He thought I put him in.
Well, he's only got himself to blame. If he was cheating, it was your duty to tell the teacher.
Mum, you've missed the whole point.
Oh,
For a start, he didn't cheat. He changed his mind, thank goodness. And secondly, I would never dob on him. You just don't do things like that. Unless you're a creep like Sue Parker.
sorry, you've lost me.
The point is, he thought I could have dobbed him in. What does he think I am? I'll never get back with him now.
So it really is finished. I thought it'd blow over.
Not this time. But it won't worry you, will it?
Well, I won't be crying buckets, no. If I added up all the trouble you and Scott have conjured up since you've been together. But on the other hand, I don't like to see you miserable either.
Well, we have broken up. And tough luck, I am miserable.
Showtime! Didn't we meet once on the back of a cereal packet?
I feel really ridiculous.
You feel ridiculous. Imagine going to a chiropodist and shoes like these. They run a mile. Now, we can eat or we can throw it around the room. Take your pick.
Well, I better fix some juice for Sam because he might get thirsty later.
No sooner said than done. The hand is quicker than the eye. Orange juice, kid. You'll love it, a regular 3-ring citrus.
Oh, stop it and feed me.
First seat on the aisle, best seat in the house. There we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and the young at heart, the greatest show on earth. You've read the book, you've seen the movie, now eat the menu.
Let me guess. Barnum and Bailey burgers?
You're warm, and so are the burgers. We've got high-wire hot dogs, lion tamer lasagna, and trapizza, and good wine for a funny lady.
Not very funny. I don't know any jokes.
You know me.
Oh, no, Clive, this isn't going to work.
Why do you think the good Lord gave you a rubber band?
Oh. Oh, right in my lap.
Not to worry, not to worry. Got this. And all we have to do is to rub 2 sticks together.
Clive, own up. You planned this.
What, the blackout? I wish I did, but the whole street's out.
Where did you get that?
Murphy's Op Shop, Transylvania. It's a mail order catalogue.
No lights, no music. I'm sorry about your circus.
The circus can wait. Right now, we're in a cave on the edge of a primeval forest. The tom-toms are beating in the darkness. The natives are getting restless. And the lasagna's getting cold. Yeah.
Oh! Oh, my foot! Oh.
No one move until we get some light. Des, what are you doing?
The candles were in this cupboard, weren't they?
Well, they were until you shifted everything around last weekend. I can hear you now. Place for everything in its place.
Shut up, Mike. There's a cupboard over your way. See if you can find anything there.
I want to call the police.
Why don't you check with your husband? Perhaps Jane's already been in touch.
Mr. Mangle's away at present.
All the more reason you should be at home, just in case Jane does ring.
Walk home in the darkness. I could be assaulted.
Never know your luck.
What was that?
Oh, I said, what rotten luck, Mrs. Mangle, about the blackout.
Think I found some matches.
Oh, look, don't let the darkness get you down, Mrs. Mangle. It's like being at the pictures, that's all.
Dear.
Geez, Dad, remember the last time we went to the pictures?
Hard to forget.
Would you like me to jog your memory? Ah! Oh, Mrs. Mangle, I'm sorry, mistaken identity.
Ow! Dare you!
Oh, hi, Mr. Murphy.
Can I shout and get mum in?
Oh, Ray, come on in.
Down a candle, pal. I've got a gas lantern in the boot of the car if you want to borrow it.
Oh, no, thanks for the offer anyway, but everything should be back on soon.
I'll be in my room studying.
Charlene, there's no power. You can't study by candlelight.
Well, I've got some notes on tape and there's batteries in the recorder.
Right.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, love.
Sit down, Ray.
Thanks.
There's a beer in the fridge.
No, thanks, so better not. Especially when I'm driving. Look, just sit down, please. I want to talk, and I want a fair hearing before you tell me to go and jump in the lake.
Well, that's reassuring.
I've got a proposal to make.
Yeah.
I know you're
Are you
upset,
sure
but you
no
have no
one of
right
that
to say something
description
like
has
that.
been...
Oh, I might have known you defend him.
Yeah, well,
Shane would
I'd
no
appreciate
more
if you
take
checked.
advantage of Jane than Des would.
Right.
I've
thank
recently
you
had
very
practical experience at his
Covers
tricks.
the hospitals. Now, just a second.
Shane probably talked her into going.
Mike!
Well, he must have. I mean, he's always bragging about racing girls off. What about that one that he had at Lassiter's in the caravan?
There is a big difference between a woman like Paddy Collins and a girl like Jane.
Do you realise they could be in another state by now? Thank goodness that kidnapping's a federal offence.
Now, just hold on. Do you think we can all stay calm? Look, I phoned all the hospitals. Now we will call the police. Only I'll do the talking and there'll be no mention of kidnap.
Oh, what am I going to tell her parents if that boy's turned Jane into one of Hill's angels?
That's Hell's Angels.
Oh, God forbid.
Des, just call the police.
No problems?
Curled up like a lamb. I wouldn't mind being Sam sometimes.
That's the best time of your life. It's when you let go of Mum's hand and step out into the big wide world that it gets rough. You scrape your knee, you stub your toe, and then you strike the real problems. Other people.
Especially the ones you fall in love with.
Don't sit down. It's not every day I get a chance to share a glass of moonlight with the most beautiful girl in the world.
You don't mean that.
I may joke, but I never lie.
That's why you get hurt. You give too much. You should be more like Paul. He just takes. No strings and no commitments.
He's a bore.
Life's not very fair, is it? I know what Paul's like, but I keep on letting him hurt me.
Well, I wish I could do something about that.
I'm sorry, Clive. You've gone to so much trouble and I'm ruining it.
That's okay. Friend, yeah?
My best friend.
You know I can't accept.
Is that common sense or just pride?
Bit of both, I suppose. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a generous offer. It's very generous.
All right. You'll get the loan somewhere else. Where?
Oh, I still have options.
I talked to Shane, Madge.
Oh, Ray, you haven't got that kind of money.
I sold my house to Paul, didn't I?
Yes, but that's to buy yourself a new home.
Only a bachelor pad. Look, what's the use of owning a big house with all the travelling I do? It'd be a waste of money. I'll lend it to you at a fair interest rate with reasonable repayments. I get a return on my money, and you get to keep this place.
But you could get a better return almost anywhere else.
I agree. But I'd lose most of the profits in tax, so what's the point? It'll be legally drawn up. Strictly business. I wouldn't invest if I thought it was a bad risk. Madge, I'm not trying to buy things back the way they were. You won't owe me anything but the money.
Oh, Ray, I know that. You're a decent man. And you're right. I'd be a fool not to accept such a good offer.
Done then.
Thanks.
Do their best? What's that supposed to mean?
The police get cases like this every week, Mrs. Mangle. They can't perform miracles.
I expect value from money. I pay my taxes.
Look, Madge has probably heard from Shane by now. Why don't you go and check with her?
Oh, I intend to. I wanted to know just exactly what I think of that nephew of hers.
Did you have to inflict her on Madge?
Why should we be the only ones to cop it? It's not even our problem. And next time you go groping in the dark, I'd be a bit more careful if I were you.
Cut me up, Dave.
No, too late, lover boy. Wait till you see the look you'll get in the bank tomorrow. She'll have it all round the neighbourhood. That man is an octopus. Come on, Mike. You know Mrs. M's a panic merchant. Don't let her get you down.
Jane shouldn't have gone off with him.
Oh, it's not every day she gets to go on a bike ride.
She's supposed to be my girlfriend. I'm studying my guts out for the exams, and she's tearing around with the race-off king of Ramsay Street.
Jane may be a girlfriend, but you don't own her. She can choose her own friends, do what she wants to do, just like you. Well, you didn't mind when you first knew she'd gone.
They weren't hours late then, were they?
Being late doesn't mean she's done anything. She's never let you down before, has she?
No.
Besides, he's a nice guy, but Shane's not necessarily God's gift to women.
You certainly changed your tune since you were engaged to him.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he won you over, didn't he? I trust Jane. But if he's got his sights set on her, what chance have I got?
If you open your mouth a little wider, you might just be able to fit the other foot in.
Street lights are back on.
Power must be back. I switched ours off after the blackout. Didn't want to risk a fuse. Would you like the lights back on?
Oh, it's okay, Clive. You know, I was a bit like Paul. I thought I could just take what I wanted from life. And then I had Sam. I want him to have a father who loves him and a happy home where he can grow up. I don't want anything for me, except the one thing I can't have.
Paul's still blaming himself for Terry's death. Maybe you should give him a little more time.
Time's not going to change anything. It's finished. How do you fall out of love with someone?
Find someone else. You hungry, kid? You better get used to the good life, Sammy. The best house, the best education, a BMX bike. But don't ask me about women. That is one mystery you'll have to figure out for yourself. One day, when you fall in love, I'll tell you how I fell in love with your mum, and you are not going to believe it. Of course, I love you and protect you and tell you off if you do the wrong thing. I mean, that's what fathers are supposed to do, aren't they? Good morning. Did I ever tell you you look beautiful by moonlight?
Clive.
Yeah, go on. Tell me I'm biased. Breakfast is coming up. Oh, boy, this kitchen needs a fire extinguisher.
I'm sorry I got so maudlin last night. You went to so much trouble.
Hey, if you can't talk to me, who can you talk to? Anyway, I made myself a promise this morning. No more tears for this family. We are going to set new records on the happiness scale. Hey, take it easy, Sam. I'm here. Do you hear that voice? A born rock singer. Now, you could be a rock star if you let your old man manage the band. Huh? There you go.
Did I dream it last night, or did you come in and tell me Ray's lending us some money for the house?
Oh, don't you worry. I had to pinch myself when I woke up. When I heard Shane's bike come in, I almost got up and I thought, no, lie here and enjoy the good news. The bad news can wait.
So the repayment's okay?
Well, I don't know. We haven't worked out the details yet, but I hope so. Mind you, we'll have to budget.
Well, I told you. As soon as the exams are over, I'll get a job.
Oh, love, I do appreciate that, but I'm not having you jeopardise your future.
Well, I've still got to live somewhere. The family that kicks in together sticks in together. Oh, I guess this means we'll be seeing a fair bit of Ray Murphy.
Now, Charlene, this whole thing is on a purely business basis. The repayments are going to go into a bank account, and I'd like it if you dropped this line of discussion.
Well, I like him, despite the aggro he gave me.
Yes, well, I like him too. I'm really glad we can still be friends.
Good one, Mum. Mrs. Mitchell.
Oh, no, not Mrs. Mitchell.
I warned you last night. I'm having your nephew charged with abduction.
Charlene, would you go and get Shane up, please? I think we should sort this out right now. So Jane is accusing Shane of abduction. Is that her story, Mrs. Mangle?
Jane didn't come home.
Mum, Shane's not there. His bed hasn't been slept in.
But I heard his bike come in last night.
It's not outside. What's he done with my granddaughter?
Mrs. Mangle, would you please stop shouting? I'm just as concerned as you are.
There's got to be some explanation.
Oh, not now, love. I think something's happened to them.
I've got a surprise for you.
I don't think I'm up to surprise.
You'll like this one. Once this place is mine, I'm putting half of it in your name.
Oh, Clive.
Now, I don't want any arguments. I want you and Sam to feel secure, and this is the best way.
Oh, Clive, you can't do that. Oh,
Oh, can I talk to Clive for a minute?
Yeah, of course. Come in.
Clive, I might go see Daphne before I go to work, okay?
Well, you going to come in, or do I get some walkie-talkies?
You heard about Jane?
Yeah, Matt rang me last night.
I still haven't come back yet.
Have you tried the hospitals?
Yeah. But that doesn't necessarily mean they haven't had an accident, does it?
You sound like you almost wish they had.
Well, it'd be an explanation. He only wanted to make some sense. Oh, except for...
Yeah?
Well, look, Des gets jealous of Daph's old boyfriends. I mean, it's not a crime.
You seriously believe that Shane's run off with Jane?
Yeah, it's stupid, I know.
You're right. They'd never get along with their names rhyming like that. Look, the two of them might be in some kind of trouble, but romance hasn't got anything to do with it.
I can't help the way I feel, can I?
You want a doctor's opinion? Jealousy won't do anything except ruin your digestion.
Okay, well, what am I supposed to do about it?
I don't know. Get lucky? I did.
Susan, how did it happen? I let it happen. It was my fault, Daphne. I just felt so alone.
It's a bit hard to imagine Clive as the innocent victim.
Maybe. But after the way Paul's been, I just wanted to be with someone who cared about me. Daphne, what am I going to do?
Dad, have you seen... Oh, crikey, I'm sorry.
I'm being silly.
Listen to this. What happened last night happened because Clive was being kind to you. Maybe what you felt was the real thing.
I know how I feel about Clive. I think the world of him. Too much to pretend that I feel more than I do. I'm in love with Paul. Idiot that I am.
You're going to have to tell Clive that last night was a mistake.
I can do more than that. I'll have to move out. And I can't work with Paul anymore. I have to go away. And you know something? Erinsborough was the first place I really felt accepted. I thought I could make friends here and a home for Sam and me. But not anymore. Not anymore.